Jim Gordon here in the offices of the Richmond Sentinel. Time for another edition of Richmond Stories. Well, this really is what Richmond Stories are all about. We find stories, great businesses here in Richmond, and this is definitely one of them. We're at Viva Java Roasting House, and I want to get the address right for you folks in Richmond. Corner of Douglas and Smith Streets, across from a little place you may have heard of, Costco. I'm with a man who's been making great coffee for nearly 35 years. He is also the owner here at this wonderful, very eclectic, cool spot. Arturo Arti Levon, thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome.
I want to say you made me this is a decaf latte you made me, and it tastes fantastic. I've always known that, and I hope you agree with this, that good coffee is like good wine.
Exactly.
You get what you pay for, but you may be drinking really bad coffee and not know it.
That's right. That's right. That's correct.
And your goal when you came here in 1991, you wanted to introduce great coffee to people.
Because simply to me, it was all my obsession is, to me, coffee brewing is a divine obsession. I just love coffee. With my secret, everybody has some addiction in their life. Could be alcoholic, could be whatever addiction they have. But I confess my addiction is coffee. I dream about coffee in my sleep. And next day I would start making different brews, different roasts, different tastes. I'm never satisfied till now. I'm always looking for that ultimate taste, ultimate flavor. It just gives me that satisfaction. I always chase after it.
What's interesting too is, as I said, you really have a passion about coffee. And if someone comes in, as you said, and they can say, I like this and I want that. Do you say to somebody, you should try this? Like, you have got a lot of beans that you have collected back there. And I found it interesting when you were making this. You talk, and tell our viewers about this. You were saying that the shelf life of a bean compared to when you roast it. Give us a little more info on that.
9 out of 10 the customers, they come to me, they don't know nothing about coffee. I always educate them. I always try to explain to them about what is the real coffee is. In my view, what I've seen all my life, the way wherever I read, wherever I saw any TV show, nobody advocates for the consumer that there's all kind of levels of coffee. Coffee's coffee's shelf life is only 2 to 3 weeks. That's it. It dies. People put it in the fridge or freezer and it kills it overnight because the biggest enemy for the coffee is moisture. So that's why the public at large, they don't know nothing about coffee. And it's too bad. Whatever I read, people say you should preserve the coffee in the fridge. I say no, 100% no. The coffee, that's naturally, it goes stale within 3 weeks. That's how it goes with coffee.
Well, but talk about back there and what you have well stored, protected, I'll call it. Because you were putting bags together to send to people. That's how popular your coffee and your beans are. Am I right about that?
That's correct.
Yeah? Tell us a little bit more about that.
So I do have 30 different origins coffee. I have accumulated over my life. 30 different countries.
How do you go to them directly through you? You get in touch with them and say, please send me this?
No, I used to import coffee myself, and I have to have a license from the federal government. There was too much trouble. Find a broker in the border, and find a trucker, thing like that.
Right.
So I have my own suppliers. Any coffee I want from around the world, they always supply me. As long as I have it per bag, and each bag average is 152 pounds a bag of coffee. So I'm just taste all kind of those coffees, and till tomorrow, until maybe I die, I'm never satisfied. I'm always looking for that ultimate coffee.
Call it metaphorically, they're all your children, but do you actually have a region of the world that you think makes the best coffee?
A region?
Like an area of the world makes the best coffee beans?
No, we can say Hawaiian cone is very famous, very, 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 very nice coffee. And I would say Jamaican Blue Mountain, because it's grown over one mountain.
Oh, wow,
and
okay.
with the ambience and the breeze that it has, and it really affects the coffee. That's number one, I would say, in my mind, is the Jamaican Blue Mountain. Okay. But if you can find it in the market with I don't sell it because, frankly, I don't want to cheat the people. For me to bring the Jamaican Blue Mountain, it will cost me $70 a pound.
Wow.
In order to sell it to you, I have to charge you $100 a pound. And people here in Richmond, they're selling it for $50 a pound, which in my estimate, they're giving you 10% Jamaican and 90% Colombian.
Oh, right,
And the
right.
poor public, they don't realize that. And I don't wanna feel bad in my conscience. I said no, I won't gonna bring it. I don't want to have it. I don't want to have it. But over my years life, I sold tons of Jamaican Blue Mountain. But I never cheated the customer, never.
Good to hear. When I walked in here today, you've really done this place up beautifully. It feels very warm and inviting and everything. Did you have a certain design in mind for what this place was going to look like? Or
No.
did it just all come together over the years? You've got a spectacular old school machine back there that you showed us you were using. Tell our viewers a little bit about that.
The roaster machine?
Yeah.
The roaster machine, this is my lifeline. Without that, I would be out of business because that's like my baby. I look after it, just I look after my body. That roasting machine has a capacity of 40 pounds per batch every 40 minutes.
Wow.
So I can roast how many 100 pounds you want every day. And like I say, that's my real baby.
You've been doing this for a very long time. We said close to 35 years. Have you really noticed the difference in people's taste towards coffee? 35 years ago, were people mainly just black, milk, whatever? Have people's taste gotten sophisticated? I mean, I'm drinking a latte. I wasn't doing that 20 years ago, let's say. Have you noticed a difference in that? People are looking for difference and better beans, and they want a better coffee, and they want sustainability, and they want to make sure it's coming from a good place that's not exploiting the land or labor. Do you notice that?
Well, thanks God. I kind of concentrate on people like that. They are looking for the ultimate taste, ultimate flavor, which I'm happy and proud to produce it to them. And most of them, 9 out of 10, they are shocked. They weren't aware of that taste, of that flavor of the coffee. And so that's kind of builds up my whatever, can I say that?
Oh, your
standard.
Your standard.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah. So I'm very happy with that. So I always like to please my customers, and when they are pleased, I'm pleased too. So that makes my day.
You must be pleasing them, sir, if it's as good as all this. I got to tell you, and you've been here a very long time. Folks, we have friends that turned us on to Arti, and I can see why. They're longtime customers, and you have a lot of those. Come check this great place out, Viva Java Roasting House, vivajava.ca, the corner of Douglas and Smith, and it's a cool, cozy place. You can stand outside, enjoy the sunshine. You can sit inside here, and you can meet this wonderful gentleman who has taught people that coffee is like wine. Once you have a taste of something good,
fine wine,
you can't go back to what you had before. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.